All right, traders. The new home sales just hit the wires, and the U.S. Consumer confidence in May was 117.2 versus 121.2, with an estimated 119.4 new home sales. Month over month were actually minus 5.9% versus 20.70%. This is quite the miss for both of them. And the U.S. Richmond Manufacturing Index, 18 versus 17. So we did have some bad numbers out of the U.S. on this data dump. We expect some further decline on the U.S. dollar. Let's have a look at the DXY. The DXY, however, is reacting positively to this previous level. Now we need to understand that this week's bets for quantitative easing tapering have been increasing in the last few days, in the last few weeks actually, due to the higher inflation in the United States. So to put it in terms that you might understand, the probabilities of the Fed hiking rates to face the growing inflation in the United States is growing, right? Which is going to make for a bullish momentum in the DXY or in the US dollar. So heads up to that, traders. We are technically speaking at a very key level. If we look at the 4-hour chart, we have broken with the previous week's lows, and now we are going to, we are printing this flag at the 86 or 89.70 level, which is basically breaking and retesting the previous lows. We look for further continuation in the US dollar, and yes, we look for further continuation in the US dollar, and we will see what happens on the next Fed meeting. Now let's talk about metals. We have been just triggered on our silver longs right here. If you remember correctly, we sent you that signal to go long at the break of the previous highs, at the break of the weekly pivot, etc., and the break of the immediate bearish structure. We are on our way with this one right here. This is the signal that I sent you guys. So I hope everybody is in at the moment. No more to say about that. So crude oil again rejecting the highs. Olympus sent you this pretty interesting analysis. Again, crude oil again rejecting the previous highs. Now let's go ahead and let's put on a horizontal line at the exact level. We didn't quite get there. To me, again, I am not looking to sell any commodity at the moment. Like I said, inflation is rising, and all commodity prices are through the roof at the moment, with lumber being the highest of them all, with a year-to-date gain of 225%. So I'm not interested in that. The US 30, we were looking at the possibility of some shorts here, but we already sent you that one actually too. We haven't been triggered just yet, but we are waiting for that. The reason that we want to go short here is because of the bad consumer confidence numbers and new home sales numbers, of course, rising inflation, and of course the Biden administration keeping everybody at home with the unemployment pays, right? Whilst Congress decides if they should up the minimum wage, because right now workers in the United States rather stay home and collect that weekly unemployment paycheck, or that weekly unemployment check, rather than going to work because they're getting basically the same amount of money. So that is one of the other reasons. Technically speaking, we are still inside of a bearish cycle up below the 34.55 level right here. Inflection point in the market. We have some sell stops below the pre-market lows, and we will see what happened, right? Please don't share this link because this is only for VIPs. We do we do work hard for you on this one. Now, gold just broke with the previous week's highs, as I've been telling you over and over and over, right? Flat triangles are continuation patterns. I personally am long gold too, right here at the breakout. Don't chase this trade. The reason that I sent you that silver trade is because it's safer, but it's basically the same trade. The Euro USD, we took some profits yesterday, right here around the previous days, or no, we took profit today, early on Asian session at yesterday's highs. Yes, it continued to rally, and right now the Euro US dollar is retesting the previous lows. My advice for you is, if you still have some longs, well, is to move stops below this low, lock in some profits. Don't be a fool, and good luck. Now, the GBP USD, on the other hand, is quite interesting because what I'm looking at here on this market is a possible reversal at these highs. Now, have a look at the entire at the entire I'm sorry, we're looking at the GBP/USD, right? So if we look at the entire move to the upside, let's go to the daily and let's actually see, because what I'm looking at here are shorts, right? I know it's counterintuitive to look for shorts in such a bear market for the US dollar and such strong market for the pound, but hear me out, right? Let's have a look at some targets to the upside. Yep. Hold on, let me grab some fibs. Let's see if we are at the 161.8 of the first leg, or the last leg up. Yeah, right there at the 161.8. So you see, we have hit some very interesting levels on the GBP USD. Now, having said that, let's just delete all of these drawings. Having said that, the 4-hour chart looks extremely good for that reversal. Let me just go ahead and show you what I mean. Right, I think that we might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An ending diagonal of some sorts, right? Let's have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could and should be an ending diagonal in the GBP USD, let me show you what I mean, right? But really, our short position shouldn't be triggered unless we break with the previous low or the fourth wave of the ending diagonal, right? We are going to keep you posted on how this trade develops, but it's looking very good for a short-term reversal on the pound versus the US dollar, which is what we will be looking for shortly. The other thing about this is that we are printing some massive bearish divergence on my oscillator, right? Everything is pointing out at a possible flush in the GBP/USD. The daily looks extremely good. Like I said, we need to break below the 141 level in order for us to be active in this short. We have all of those, and all silver long is rocking. Everything is moving in our direction. Let's continue this, and I'll see you guys on the inside.